Hello everyone, I am Rachel V and I want to share my beauty regimen with you. I am 42. Am I 42 or 41?
42.
I forget sometimes. I am 42 and aging has been really good to me thus far. And I want to say I contribute that to all of my steps I take for my beauty regimen. I do the basic things. Obviously, I eat well sometimes, not all the time, but most of the time I eat well. I try to stay away from greasy foods, fried foods. I try to drink a lot of water. What else do? I make sure once a month or once every other month I'm getting a facial, depending on where I am with my work schedule. If I'm in Baltimore, if I'm in Florida, I try to keep up with my, my facials and things like that to keep my pores and stuff clean. But one thing I do on a regular is follow my daily skin routine. So I started off with this brand called Murad, and this brand has actually been around for a very, very long time. One of the things I like about them, they were one of the first skincare brands that I learned of when I was like 17, 18. And they've been just consistent with their brand. So I started off using two of their products, which was their under eye skin corrector. I had started getting really, really dark circles under my eyes and I wasn't for it. Like it was terrible. Oh. And here's the sunscreen. So living in a sunny place, if you're going to be out in the sun, I did not know this. My esthetician told me this. I needed to be wearing sunscreen every 2 hours while I was in the sun. Then I was reading up a little bit more about, sunscreen, the UV rays and things like that. So what I started doing, as soon as I woke up in the morning, as soon as the sun came up, it could be 6 a.m. I don't care if the sun was mild, I still was making sure that I put my sunscreen on. So I carry this around with me every single where I go, sunscreen. And that I reduce how much makeup I wear. I don't wear that much makeup anymore like I used to because I'm more concerned about the healthiness of my skin than covering up what I have. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to wash my face with cold water. That's the first thing that I do. I used to not be able to tolerate it, but once you get used to it, it feels so much better. It gives your face like a wake up. So what I do is sprinkle cold water on my face first, and then I pat it to wake my skin up. The second thing that I do is I use this wash, and I also use this wash. So this one I use during the day. And the reason why I use it during the day is because this is for like my acne, anything that I have. I don't have severe acne, but I do have hormonal acne. So whenever I come on my cycle or anything like that, this is what I like to use to control any kind of breakout that I have. And then I have a toner, and it's by the same brand that I like to use. This one actually minimizes your pores. So if you have like really big pores, like up and around here, that does not look good. You want to use something that can, shrink those pores and keep them as small and not as visible as possible. Also from that line, I use a dark spot corrector that I use all over my face. And what this does is it helps brighten any kind of discoloration that I may have had from a previous breakout. And also if I get a new breakout, that serum will help, make it look lighter, because you're going to get breakouts. It's nothing you can really do, but you can do things to prevent them from getting like really dark and crazy and then your skin looks uneven. I don't know about you, but that's like an active thing for me to keep my skin clear, because I don't want to wear makeup. I don't want to have to wear makeup. Makeup ages you, especially at my age, so I don't be with that. So I use this one every single day, but I use this in the morning. And I do use both of my toners. You don't have to do this. This works for me, but this is what I like to do. So at night, I use my my cleanser from Murad. And then I like to use my dark spot corrector. This is a serum. Serums are so amazing for your skin because they act as a protectant. They also act as a repair, anything like that. Serums are amazing, and anything that has vitamin C is going to brighten your skin. You're going to have really bright, vibrant skin. You know how like after a while you're like, why is my skin looking dull? It's because you need vitamin C. Another thing that I like to use, I use the toner. I use the toner right after I use the wash. I don't know why I went out of order, but that's what I did. I use the toner right after I use the wash. And what this toner does is it just gives you, it just, you know, goes along with the whole line. It brightens your skin. It keeps everything really bright. Obviously, the second thing I like to use is the glycolic acid. This is so needed, especially with aging skin. This helps with keeping acne away, keeping your pores small, turning over the skin. That's always important, especially if you have something that a breakout that's like sore or anything like that. That helps turn the skin around quicker. Another thing that I use, obviously, I use my eye cream. This is an eye brightener, and it keeps my under eyes very hydrated. When you get to the age that I am, your skin gets thinner around the eyes quicker. That's why some people, you see the little red, because their skin is thinning, and this helps keep my under eyes bright. And this is my everyday. I use this every single day. This is my sunscreen. Let me tell you guys how serious I am about my sunscreen. I use it all over. I use it on my neck. I use it on the back of my neck. I even use it on my ears. It's just a must. What sunscreen does, it helps with, like, when you go out in the sun, you don't want your skin to be blotchy. You don't want it to be discolored. You don't want those little light and dark spots. You want your skin to be as even as possible, just to protect your sun from the UV rays. Another thing that I like to use is retinol. This is a night treatment that I like to use. I use this at night, and what retinol does, it helps with like wrinkles, stuff like that. I am a sleep on my face kind of person. I can't help it. It's nothing I can do. Actually, today I'm going to be looking for me a silk pillow because I'm not going to ever stop sleeping on my face. But what this does is this helps with like wrinkles, fine lines. It's like a treatment that you put on your face while you're sleeping. So while you're sleeping, you have something that's repairing your skin. And, you know, as we get older, we want our face to be tight. We want our face to, you know, just age gracefully. It's going to happen. It's nothing you can do, but you want to do things that's going to help you. So I am going to show you guys how I use all of these products. I'll also link where I got the products from, or, you know, the website or whatever. But I'm all about beauty, and this is my very first skincare routine, and I'm so excited because you guys have been asking me for years. So here you go. So come with me while I do my facial routine. First, cold water. pat your face dry, not wipe it dry. You want to pat it. Because the skin is very, very sensitive, so you want to pat it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is the toner. Normally, I do the toner with a cotton ball, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to pat it on. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry. Show it? Yeah, I'm sure. It's a toner. So we're gonna let that dry. Let that get into the skin. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is the dark spot corrector. So this needs to kind of really seep in and dry.
Turn it. Turn it a bit more. A little bit more.
So that's the serum. You want to avoid your eyes because we have eye cream for that. You want to moisturize it in really good. Okay, that's serum number 1. Then you want to do your glycolic acid, and that's this serum. That's what it looks like. Alright, so I'm going to take a break from the skin part so I can let all of that stuff soak in. And now I'm going to do my under eyes. So we have the under eyes corrector. Use that. Just use a dab. And you want to pat under your eyes so gently because it's thin under there. Just want to be gentle with it. And let that absorb. And then after that, I am ready for my sunscreen. This is the number 1 thing. Ready for my sunscreen. This is the number 1 tool out of all of this. I'm running out of it anymore. Just all over. Even on your ears, ladies. Holla.
Nice. Nice and glowy.
I feel good. So remember, even it doesn't matter what kind of skincare you have. It could be $300 skincare. It could be $100 skincare. It could be a drugstore skincare. You have to be consistent and you have to find what works for your skin.